All right, what is up, YouTube? I hope you guys are having a good Friday. I hope you guys had a green trading week. If you're trading CCT, you probably didn't have a green Friday like myself, but you probably had a very green week. Now, jumping into today's trade, this was just kind of a one-to-one risk to reward. 5.4 pip stop, 5.5 pip take profit. Would have been better if the spread didn't kick us so high at our entry. But yeah, it was just a final trade I was looking to make happen for the end of the week. And I wasn't going to take any re-entries on here. I was, maybe interested if New Zealand or Pound or AUD had set themselves up for a trade, but they just didn't. And so not much happened today, but I'm going to take the feedback I got on yesterday's video and keep that momentum going. A lot of you guys were super grateful that I was breaking down everything, showing my POIs on every pair, showing, the context for things that, I was seeing and whatnot. But we're going to break it down. All the, I guess you could say, pairs that are flagged over here in my tradable assets list. Those are the ones I was keeping an eye on, and the ones that aren't flagged are the ones I was not considering, and I will also break down that as well. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, I'm going to need you guys at some point in your day, in your weekend, to go to the homepage of my YouTube and watch the strategy video. It is a breakdown that goes into deep detail on exactly how this strategy works and all of that. And I've also got a free trading checklist and a rules sheet inside of these video descriptions as well. It's on the strategy video, it's on this video. And then also we've got a Telegram room that I would love for you guys to be a part of, for you to join. Let me get it up and going. It's a chat room. We've got about 400 people in the actual chat room, and we've got about 1,400 people in the actual Telegram. So I'd love for you guys to be a part of that too. And when you go into the video description, you're going to be able to get all these. You can get the Telegram, the checklist, and you can follow me on Twitter, which we are almost at 1,000 followers in the first month of posting on here. So super sick. And then, like I'm always going to tell you guys, if you guys are about due for another prop account, go with Top One Trader. They are going to be absolutely your best choice. They're based in the United States. They've been around for years. They have a Forex firm and they have a futures firm. And not only that, they've paid out over 20 million. They've got absolutely outstanding scores on Trustpilot. They're listed all over Prop Firm Match, one of the most, highly reputable prop firm review sites in the industry. So I know quite a few of you signed up with them already. I've traded with them. Currently have an account as well. And I'm going to be showing a little bit of that too. I'm trying to actually get used to the scalping. So that's a little sneak peek, but I'm trading prop on scalping, but neither here nor there. We are going to jump straight into the video, but if you want an account from them, check that out, and the link's in the video description. That's how you can support the channel too. So we're going to always do the other pairs first, and then we're going to get to kind of the pair that we decided to trade and how we got there and why we took it and so on and so forth. So let's start with what didn't work first on the daily. And keep in mind, you probably are going to want to watch the strategy video at this point in time if you're about to watch the rest of this. That way you understand what we're doing. But on your US dollar, we did have the daily candles breaking higher, but here's the thing. A lot of people, and I can't be in the Telegram all the time. I check up on it a few times a day, but I'm not really going to be a whole lot active in there. That's why I put administrators in there to kind of keep it clean, because I wanted to create a room for everyone to chat in, but I just really can't be chatting in it all the time. But that being said, I saw people at one point talking about taking euro. Euro already happened. This daily candle closed higher, and we already basically pulled back. It was off of this one right here. It was off of this one, and it was in this day. Euro already pulled back to a POI, and it already went higher. So where was it? Yeah, it was this day right here. The dotted line's faint, but you can see we had pulled back, and then we had made our way higher. Now, everyone was trying to take euro longs above here. This is going to be a good video for you guys, because this trade already happened. This trade already played out, and it basically pulled back to POI and ran liquidity again. So I personally would not be taking longs up in here, because the trade already happened. So neither here nor there. It could go for you guys, but I'm just kind of sharing this trade already pulled back to POI and it already took off. Just because, so let me make this clear too, because a lot of you guys are like, probably like, okay, yeah, that's true, but now it's pulled back to a deeper POI. Like in this example right here, when this price took off, we hadn't pulled back to this deeper POI. Now it pulled back to the deeper POI. Excuse me. And now we pulled back above it, and now we should go again. That's not how it works. The way it works is you need to pull back to any POI in general, and then you need to deliver on liquidity. So if it has pulled back to POI and delivered on liquidity, it's over. You're waiting for a completely new candle break, and that's it. And you don't have any new candle break in here at all. This trade already happened. It already existed, and there was no more setups in my eyes. Now, going to US CAD, we didn't have a trade here as well. Basically, same type of thing. This move like had already happened in here. This candle broke lower than here, but then you come to this trading day, and basically drawn liquidity would have been like down here, and I think it would have been down there. Yeah, you could see, and then this trade already happened too. So then we get to the next day. There's just not much going on, and then it falls off a cliff. So US CAD, same thing as Euro kind of. It looked like it was a setup, but it was a setup that already happened. So I hope you guys see that as well. And then US Yen as well, same exact thing, guys. It was literally the setup we even took. Basically, price that pulled back, and then it ended up delivering more. But we don't have any fresh breaks now, so there's no more new daily candle breaks, and we already delivered liquidity. So I'm not trying to, if we've already delivered liquidity after POI, I'm not trying to make it happen again. So I wanted to say that. AUD USD, now we're moving on to the pairs that had potential. AUD USD, I had my eyes on the most. I even talked about it. I was like waiting. It just never came back, but you guys can see this is clear as day. Basically candle breaking higher. We got our POI, waited for price to pull back to go higher. It never did. It never pulled back. You can see this black zone right here is the start of the day, and we were basically, we were right about where price was going. We knew it wanted to come up here and claim this, but we wanted it to come under here first and then basically get up there, and we did not get that. And that was the same thing that we did not get on pound dollar as well. These are the daily POIs. This is the start of the day. We needed price to come back below one of them and get back above, and then go all the way up here to draw on. We just did not get it. We didn't get it on pound US dollar, and I'm going to show you guys those POIs right here that I had marked up. It was all these things that this daily candle closed through, actually Wednesday. So we've been sitting up here for a while, and it was all three of these POIs. And then New Zealand US dollar, the same thing either. We didn't ever pull back to any POI. We have two of them right here, and we just started going higher. Now here's the thing, because all of these pairs, they're potential longs, right? Now this is where it's going to make sense on why I took the US dollar Swiss franc trade, because you're like, US dollar Swiss franc trade was a long as well, and all of these were long, so wouldn't that be out of correlation? Yes, but let me share my train of thought with you guys. If all of these pairs, and keep in mind, I talked about this in the Telegram yesterday, if a pair has not returned to a POI, it is what? It is out of balance. Now, I'll show you what I'm talking about. The market is created a gap, a fair value gap right here. The market is out of balance. It needs to come back to a POI, to one of these wicks, in order to regain its balance. Probably just this one. And it could there too, because it's out of balance there as well, but mainly right here. And in doing that, that means that price has like a magnet on this POI right here, because once it gets to the POI, it's regained its balance. Now, so here's the idea. When our US dollar Swiss franc trade was sitting right in here, and I was like, okay, now we got our entry, we want it to go higher. I was like, yes, eventually I want all of these other pairs to go higher as well. But with where price was at on all of these, I had believed that price on New Zealand, on pound, they all needed to come down to basically reclaim that POI. So if I believed that AUD USD needed to go down, if pound US dollar needed to go down, and if New Zealand US dollar all needed to go down to reclaim POI, then I 100% believed that while they were going down, US franc could go up the 3 extra pips it needed to and hit liquidity before those other trades made their move. So there was logic to it. There was no opposition on the weekly or the monthly. I'll show you that as well. I'll actually even show you the daily because I don't think I did yet. I'll show you the daily. This is why we took the daily. A lot of people were like, we're still in a sell, but not really, because the daily candle started breaking higher. And when the daily candle started breaking higher, we just had a simple move right up top there. And I'll tell you what, I always want to tell you why I think it could have not been as good of a move, is because of the risk to reward. Now, the risk to reward, let's say if we didn't get put in bad with the spread, is still 1.32. But 1.32 is not, it's not a lot, especially when you're putting your stop 2 pips back, and that's how far it is. 1.32 is not a lot. Like, usually you're going to get bigger money moves with like a 2R, 3R, 4R. And that's because, the bigger players are more keen to put their money in with you when it's such a better ROI. So that's my only like real guess on like why this one didn't play out. It still played out. But we just got stopped out. But we only shot 50% this week. We got 3 out of 6, and we were up 81.7 pips. That's not bad for a 50% win rate this week. And I think overall now our win rate is like 78%. Trades by SCI, he's shooting like always at like a 94% win rate. We're going to get there. We are going to get there. This is how it kind of is right now. Like SCI's like elite level, like 94% win rate. We're like 80 to 78% win rate. A lot of you guys are probably at like 50% win rate now. And you're still probably like crushing it because of the risk to reward on these trades. So we need like as a whole to get ourselves up to where SCI's at in the 94%. But I'm happy with 78%. I hope you guys are happy with wherever you're at. Because honestly, if we're shooting 78%, SCI shoots 94%. Even when you're going on like a rough week where we just only won 50% of our trades this week and it got over 80 pips, like we could have literally won, like 30% of our trades and still made like a good amount of pips or whatever it was. I don't know how much that would work out to for 30%, but what I'm saying is you don't need a lot with this high risk to reward to be profitable, and a lot of us are shooting over 50%. So, yeah, keep your head up, guys. We're all crushing it. It was a weird week. It was a good week. I told you guys USCN owed me. We definitely took advantage of it after taking 2 small losses on it. So that's like kind of where all our profits came from mainly this week. But yeah, that is kind of it. Look forward to a video tomorrow. I don't know exactly what it's gonna be yet. But hopefully it's a good one, and we're gonna see you guys there. Love y'all.